blase, blase.
This Saturday is one of the greatest UFC events of all time. It's the main event of Conor and Khabib. For today, I'm going to give you guys my predictions on that and let you know how I think the fight's going to go down. The first fight of the main event, I see Michelle Waterson and Felice Herrig. I see Waterson winning. I mean, I think she's just more well-rounded, and I see her probably coming out with a decision win in the end. There's not much more I can say to that. I just see Waterson taking it. Next up, we have Derek Lewis and Alexander Volkov. Volkov is a fucking beast. This guy's like Ivan Drago and like fucking Rocky, like reincarnated, I swear. This guy's a fucking beast. No disrespect to Lewis, but I don't think he's a great fighter. I think he's really lucky to be in the position he's in. I just see Volkov destroying him, probably getting a TKO or a KO in the early rounds. Well, that's how I think that fight's gonna go down. I just see Volkov destroying. Sorry, the third fight, I see Ovin St. Preux against Dominic Reyes. Another fight where I really think it's one-sided. Dominic Reyes is a beast, but he's not experienced enough, I think. I think Ovin St. Preux, the experience is going to show. And I think he's just going to get the victory. I don't know if it's going to be TKO for that one, maybe decision, but I really think he's going to get the victory. I just don't see Dominic Reyes winning on that one. I think he's still young in the sport and inexperienced, and I think he still has more time to come. So yeah, I take St. Preux for that one. And then the co-main event I'm really looking forward to is Tony Ferguson and Anthony Pettis. First of all, just to say, for those of you that don't know, Anthony Pettis used to be lightweight champion, where then after that he just started declining fucking slowly. He started doing complete garbage, then went to the featherweight, didn't do much there, came back now to the lightweight, beat Michael Chiesa, and is fighting Tony Ferguson, which I really don't see him taking out Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson, as a matter of fact, won the belt. His last fight, he won the interim belt, and he got an injury where he couldn't continue and they had to strip him of the belt, which I find stupid, if I may add. Yeah, he was out for a while, but he should have kept that belt after beating Kevin Lee. For that one, I think that might be a tough fight, but I really see Ferguson getting the win. Probably decision, unanimous decision. No disrespect to you Pettis fans out there, but Ferguson for the win. And for the main event, which is probably go down as the sickest fucking fight in UFC history, for many reasons. First of all, let me start off by saying Khabib is 26-0. 26-0. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen a guy that long fucking undefeated in the UFC. 26-0. He's a phenomenal fighter. His ground and pound is probably one of the best that I've seen since Georges St. Pierre. His striking is average, but he hasn't had that good competition. He has fought, I think he has fought Dos Anjos a couple of years back where he beat him. That I could say, okay, he was a good fighter. He beat Edson Barboza. Well, no, he fucking destroyed Edson Barboza. Probably one of the most one-sided rounds I've seen. I think it was 50-45, I believe. One of the judges gave that fight. And then he beat Al Iaquinta, who is another fucking average fighter. Nothing great. But nonetheless, he's 26-0. And he has probably one of the best ground game that the UFC has ever seen. But he is also fighting probably one of the best strikers the UFC has ever seen in Conor McGregor, where that's also gonna be a tough fight for him, because a tough fight for both of them, because you have a crazy grappler going against a crazy striker and a crazy striker going against a crazy grappler. The thing is though, Khabib hasn't fought a striker like Conor. Conor has fought some great wrestlers. He's fought Chad Mendes. He's fought Eddie Alvarez, who's been a decent wrestler. He's fought Nate Diaz, who was a very good jiu-jitsu artist. What I find interesting is that all these great grapplers that he has fought, they haven't stuck to their grappling. They should have just taken him down, grinded him through all these rounds, try to submit him if they can, and that's it. Fine, Diaz has. I'll give Diaz that, he has, and he did a great job. But Chad Mendes, I mean, I guess he got really overly exhausted, and I don't know, he just couldn't continue anymore. He should have just grinded him throughout the whole match, and he probably just would have won the match like that. Same thing for Alvarez. I mean, I think Alvarez was a better wrestler, and he probably could have done that to Conor. But it seems like all these guys leave from their game plan. You could say, yeah, they're great grapplers, but why do they sit there and strike? I don't know if it's their egos. I don't know if they're trying to prove that they're a better striker than Conor. If Khabib's gonna do the same, I see Conor destroying him in the first 2 rounds, guaranteed. Now, if Khabib actually thinks fucking smart and says, you know what, let me actually take this guy down and grind him, I think Khabib's gonna get the easy win. Now, to really give the prediction for this, it's tough. I would probably give the edge to Conor, because I think Khabib has more to lose, in the sense more people are rooting for Conor. He's more confident going into this. Khabib is now thinking, oh shit, how am I gonna like still stay undefeated, still keep this belt? Conor has the money, he has everything. He doesn't, like he even said in the press conference, he doesn't care about all of this. He did everything, he's just doing this for fun now. So I really think he's gonna go in more relaxed. I see probably Conor by a knockout, but it's still gonna be a great fight. I'm not gonna put down Khabib. He's a phenomenal fighter. Like I said, I think it's still gonna be a great fight. And another thing I want to add, I know I said I'm going to be talking about predictions, but I think the weight cuts for fighters is something that has to be changed. I was talking with my friend the other day, and we were saying, why not have your walk-around weights, say for example Conor, or even Nate Diaz. These guys will walk around at, we'll say 170 to 180. Why not say, okay, you walk around at 180, you're going to cut at most 10 pounds. Kevin Lee, who really struggled with a weight cut. I mean, I don't know if you saw him in the Ferguson fight, but he was like, I mean, he even said that he couldn't even cut that weight. Or even Khabib for that matter. He had a history where he had to drop out of fights with Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson twice, if I'm correct. Who else? I know you also had Darren Till, as a matter of fact. He had a hard time cutting weight. I think it's something that's not healthy for most of these fighters in the UFC, and they should change it. You should have a your walk-around weight and cut, if anything, at most 10 to 15 pounds. And that's it. Don't go more. I mean, you have like Conor, he was fighting at featherweight. His walk-around weight was at like 170. I mean, this guy's cutting 25 fucking pounds. I mean, he was able to do it. But if you looked at him come weigh-in day, he looked like a walking skeleton. I mean, the guy didn't look healthy. And not to mention, these fighters cut all this fucking weight and come in the next day 10 pounds heavier. I just think it's dumb the way they do it, so they should really change up the system and make it healthier for all fighters. That way you have less dropouts coming in weigh-in day and less substitutions to make. And that way you don't jeopardize the whole event. And I'll see you guys next time.